Hey everyone, and welcome back to another round of Mom Q&A with Mamas Uncut, where we answer your anonymous questions about motherhood, parenting, relationships, and so much more. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. You guys ready to answer some questions?
Yep.
All right. Should we put a tracker on our teen's phone? Our daughter is 16 and has always been a pretty good kid, but my husband thinks we need to basically spy on her to make sure she isn't doing bad things on her phone. I guess his younger brother started acting out at her age, and he doesn't want the same thing happening with her. I feel this is an invasion of privacy and don't think we should do it. I already have the password to her phone, and she hands it over whenever I ask. I don't think she is hiding anything. My husband, on the other hand, wants to make sure she isn't, and we keep fighting about this. Sounds to me that the husband has some hidden secrets, and he's protecting.
He doesn't seem to trust anything.
No.
The main problem I have with this is they're comparing one child to another when children are inherently different from one another. Like
of an entirely different generation too.
Yeah. Like you can't just say like it does not translate like that.
No.
But I mean,
and what, this dad was all peaches at 16? I highly doubt it. Like, I like this.
It feels a little weird for a lot of issues, but I will have tracking stuff on my kids' phones more to know where they are, because I'm like that person.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think like tracking their whereabouts just to like know that they're not kidnapped, not so much spying on them. Like, I get that. It's the tracker to make sure what she's doing on her phone. And at 16, she's gonna find it. Like, if you think you're hiding this from a 16-year-old,
they're gonna out-check you.
Or like you're out of your mind. And it's just gonna hurt your relationship with her.
I believe kids are entitled to privacy. I do not think they should be tracked, even if like unless your kid is 2 hours late coming home, you should never ever track them. Now, if curfew's midnight and it's 2 a.m. and they haven't called and they haven't anything, then okay, I can see.
And I'm driving over to wherever they are.
Like, I can with the cops. I can see to find my iPhone, right? But like, if it's, let's say it's midnight, your kid texts and says, "Hey, I'm at so and so's, or I'm going to be late." You may get angry, but you've got to do what our parents at that point only had one recourse. To ground you when you got home.
Yes.
Because we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have trackers, we had a phone that was connected to the wall.
And kids would still sneak around and do things.
I know.
Like, even without a phone.
Even if I didn't call them and came home late, like the only recourse was I got grounded.
Yeah.
You've got to give your kids that ability to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And being a helicopter parent is in my opinion, and I've been saying this for years, it is the single number one wrong thing with society today, because it raises both entitled children and children who cannot solve their own problems.
Yeah. I also fully believe too that you're going to have your hands full well before their teenage years. Like, if your kid is going to give you a run for your money. So if you're already saying that, like, my kid is a pretty good kid at 16, odds are you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I don't think any huge change is going to happen unless something big happens in their life. Like, it sounds like she's a good kid.
Right.
So, there has to be a level of trust, a mutual trust between you and your child. And you can set up what those boundaries are. I mean, if you say, like, you have to give me your phone whenever I ask for it because I pay for it, or what, like, I don't know.
That
at the same time means, like, I'm not going to be tracking you. I'm not going to be like, why are you at Sally's house when you said you were going to be at Susie's? Like, there has to be a mutual understanding, and you get to decide what that is with your kids. But like, not just because you're feeling nervous about what they're doing.
Yeah. Don't forget to send us over your questions so we can answer them here. Bye.